Hey everybody, this is Daniel and a bag named Tommy. I was a little off there. I'm trying something new. I'm at the table tonight. Um, anyway, pretty cool day. Today was the last presentation of the school year. Um, some of you might know or not know. I do presentations at high schools, colleges, universities on HIV and AIDS, telling my story. Um, I either work through Shanti Orange County or with my friend Beth over at UCI and do some presentations with her at the school. Um, and today was the last one. Today was the last one of the year. I calculated about 25 or 2,600 students this year that I was able to talk to. You can't connect with everybody, but you try. Today we were at Dana Hills High School, and it was really cool. I just forgot the name of the teacher. She was pretty awesome, though. We had a really nice conversation about God and spirituality and feeling accepted. And she asked me how, after everything that I've been through in life, do I not do I still have a connection with God? Not do I hate God, but how is it possible that after everything that I've been through in my life, physically, health wise, am I still connected to God? And quick story was that when I was in Houston at the support group, um, I had a dream when I was diagnosed back in 2000, and I was already diagnosed when I had this dream. But I dreamt that God had come to me and said, "Hey, here's a gift. Um, it's AIDS, but I'm going to give this to you. And I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. There's going to be a lot of complications. But I promise you that at the very end, when this is all over and you come and see me, there's going to be a great prize waiting for you." And in my dream, I was like, well, I trust you, God. And if you say there's a gift for me at the end, well, I want the gift. I'll wait. Whatever journey, whatever trek I have to go on, whatever I have to prove to you that I'm worthy, I will do it. Needless to say, there were a lot of people in that support group that were very offended, and what's the word? I guess not offended. They were not happy with my answer, and I was kind of asked not to come back to the support group in lesser words. So just kind of like, they kind of didn't like the way you answered the question. Outraged, that's the word now. I guess back in 2000 it wasn't him. Today would be they would be outraged that I even considered the fact that God gave me this gift. I didn't say God gave me AIDS. I got AIDS on my own, having sex with protected sex with people. Um, God just gave me an opportunity to do something with it. It was either you take AIDS and be miserable, hate your life, hate everybody around you, hate me. God said you can hate me if you, pardon me, or you can take AIDS and do something really positive with it. And I think that I picked the latter, and I chose to share my story so that other kids don't have to go through what I went through and don't have to worry about being infected and all the complications. You guys have been following me. You know, it's not just about HIV anymore. It's about the cancer and the complications and the colostomy and the depression and the fear and almost dying from the wound. I still have to tell you guys that story. I will record that story one day because Christian needs to sit with me because he has another version, his side of it that I didn't see, not another version, just the other side. But anyway, so yeah, I could hate God. And I think sometimes if I did, people wouldn't blame me for it. People wouldn't blame me for being mad and hating the world and wanting to go batshit crazy on people. But what would I get out of it? You wouldn't be following me. Well, maybe some of you would follow me if I went on this rant. Because there's been times when I've ranted and people just go crazy because I'm ranting on video or on tape or something. But I see it this way, and I don't know if you guys will consider it. There's my heart, and I'm going to take from the other video that I just did earlier. Here's my heart, and let's say that this cookie is a rock. So my heart is here, and I put the rock in there, and here's a piece of cookie. Um, it's it's a rock, so it's not going to soak up anything. It's just going to sit there. It may take on the color of whatever comes to me, but if all I'm taking in is hate and anger and disappointment and negativity, the rock is just going to be covered in that like moss. It's just going to be covered in all that. But if I take the cookie out, and I instead replace it with, say for instance, a napkin, and we're going to pretend this napkin is a sponge. And I take my heart, which is this, and I take the napkin or the sponge and I put it in there. And instead of taking in negativity and anger and hate, I take in love and positive energy and optimism and goals and dreams. And the napkin soaks up all that. You know what I mean? Instead of hate, I fill it up with love, and I soak up all that other love that's coming to me and all that. I don't know if that makes sense. And you might argue and say, well, the sponge can take on the hate. Well, yeah, but it's only going to take in the hate if I allow it to take in the hate. The rock is not going to allow anything good to join me, but it's just going to take up that space. But with the sponge, I have the choice of taking in the love, or I can take in the hate. It's your heart, it's your sponge. You can take in whatever you want. But I'm going to choose to get rid of the rock, and I'm going to eat this cookie in a minute. I'm going to choose to get rid of the rock and put in a sponge and soak in all the good that the world has to give me. And even when God said, hey, I'm going to give you AIDS, and I'm going to, because I know you're going to do something really awesome with it. And for a long, long time, I was just like, it's just me. I'm just going out talking to schools. And it's like, it's nothing. It is something. Today, for some reason, it clicked in me. After Christian telling me tons of times, and friends telling me tons of times, and Beth telling me tons of times, and Sarah, and lots of people telling me, this is meaningful. And I was like, no, I'm humbled. Today, I was like, yeah. Yeah. I'm doing something really cool. I'm doing something that I'm not unique by all means. There's tons of people out there who are going to schools and talking to students and talking to people. I'm not, but that doesn't, just because I'm not unique doesn't make it any less exceptional. It doesn't make it any less great. And in order for the universe to give me more to work with, I need to acknowledge it, and I need to thank the universe, and I need to thank God and say, I get it. I get it. You have chosen me for something really cool, and I need to finally thank you for choosing me, and I need to do the best job that I can. And I posted on Facebook today that if I'm supposed to live this life with HIV, I'm going to make it the best life possible. And that is my mission. And I'm going to wake up every day and try to live that day 100%. If I'm supposed to be busy that day, I will be busy 100%. But if I'm supposed to be lazy and lay on the couch, I'm going to be lazy 100% because I deserve it sometimes. And I'm still not fully recouped from the cancer or the colostomy surgery. So sometimes I get tired and I just need to lay on the couch all day and just rest and maybe just work on my computer or whatever. So I encourage you, whatever it is that you're going to do tomorrow, just do it 100%. You can hate it if you want, but just do it 100% and see how far that takes you. And I challenge you to take that rock out of your heart, the one that's not soaking anything in, and it's just filling up the space with whatever that rock is, and put some sponges in your heart and see how much stuff you soak in. So I'm going to eat my rock. It's not really good, but I'm going to eat my rock, and I'm going to leave my heart full with a sponge, and I'm going to soak it all in. And I encourage you to soak it all in too. So I will see you guys tomorrow.